Hey everybody, this video brings us out to Winter Garden, Florida. And the reason why we are in Winter Garden, Florida today is because we are here to check out the Winter Garden Goodwill. Now, I'm not entirely sure if I'm actually gonna really find anything here today. I never remember if I locked the van or not. Anyway, I'm not entirely sure if we're gonna find anything good here today because it was only 6 days ago that I was last inside the store. And I think I actually found some pretty good stuff last time I was here, but whether or not I find anything today, who knows? I guess it will all depend on how much restocking has been done, how much new cool stuff has been brought in over the last 6 days. I don't know. Today could be the day where all the Criterions and whatnot. Actually, I found some really good deals on Criterions here maybe like a month ago. So who knows? Maybe today could be the day where that same collector decided, you know what? I don't want this other Criterion stuff. I'm going to drop this off as well. Today could be that day. Or not. Maybe I'll just find some Christmas stuff. Who knows? But we are here at the Goodwill. We're gonna see what we can find. Winter Garden Goodwill. We're gonna find some good deals. And people are gonna look at me like I'm crazy. All right, so as per usual, first thing is we gotta look through all the Christmas to see what's up here. I don't really see anything necessarily jumping out at me. Always hoping for some cool like vintage. That's cool, 1991 raccoon ornaments. I don't see a price on that. That's kind of cool though. Anyway, always hoping for cool vintage Christmas stuff, although I am very picky about what cool vintage Christmas stuff I get. There's lots of cookie jars. These are awesome, but I don't really think we need any more cookie jars. We already have a ton of cookie jars. If I was to pick up a cookie jar for the house, it would have to be something like super crazy, ridiculously epic because we have a lot. We have nowhere to put the cookie jars we have. So unless it's super epic, I'm gonna end up passing on the cookie jars. Anyway, all right, they've got Christmas, but I don't really see any Christmas I want to pick up. Okay, so moving on from Christmas into Disney now, and I'm really hoping for some more Vinylmations. And oh my gosh, look at that. It's the Disney Wish inaugural sailing snow globe. That is really cool. What are they asking on that? $20. That's pretty neat. I've never been on a Disney cruise. Danielle's been on Disney cruises. I never have. One of these days we'll be going on one. That is cool. We don't need that. We don't really collect snow globes. In fact, I think Danielle's not even a big fan of snow globes, and I guess rightfully so. These end up going bad, and the water evaporates, and you get mold in these, and yeah, these are cool, but they're kind of disgusting after a while, but that is still really neat. I'm going to pass on that. What I'm really hoping for is another Vinylmation. I found a Vinylmation when I was here last week, only a couple of days ago. It was unfortunately one I already had. When I got home, I found out I already had that Vinylmation, so I didn't actually need it, but I'm hoping for one maybe that I do need. Here's another snow globe. This is for Walt Disney World. This is the 25th anniversary. See, that's cool though. That's a 25th anniversary snow globe. I think Mickey's wand though is broken. That is awesome. And then there's another one back here. This is just Mickey Mouse. That is cool. Somebody got rid of all their awesome snow globes. Those are neat, but again, we don't really do snow globes. I'm not gonna pick up snow globes. Like I said, what I really want are some Vinylmations. I don't see any, unfortunately. There is a Eternals Funko Pop. There's a Chip Funko Pop and a Mickey Mouse Club Funko Pop. Those are cool. $8 a piece. I don't need those. I'm gonna pass on those. They do have a ton of ear hats down here, though. I'm not sure if it's anything new, but they do have ears. I would say this is why I'm happy I no longer collect Figment, because of course I would have to pick this up, but I used to actually already own this mug. I think I actually have this mug at home still. It hasn't sold. I have this. I have the Dropping Beats at Epcot's International Flower and Garden Festival 2022. Yeah, I definitely have this mug. So happy I no longer have to buy this stuff. Look at that. It was $20, and they would have like 6 of these, and I had to buy every one of them. Now, I no longer do. Cool to see Figment though in a Goodwill, but I don't need Figment, so gonna end up passing on that. There's a lot of really awesome Disney stuff here that I don't want. Like the Walt Disney World catering events operations, like that's cool, but what would I do with that? Nothing. I have no need for that whatsoever. So they definitely have awesome Disney stuff here. It's just unfortunately not awesome Disney stuff I need or want. So I'm thinking I'm gonna be passing on all this, maybe. Although I'd be lying if I said I wasn't intrigued by both Chip and Dale. The Dale and Chip mugs, those are cool. But unfortunately, Dale has a chip in him. Isn't that ironic that Chip looks to be okay, but Dale actually has a chip. These are really cool mugs, though. They're asking $8 a piece for these, so I don't know. They should honestly be together in a pair, but those are cool. Again, though, things we do not need. Stuff we don't need for the house. More clutter we don't need for the house. Although, do I need a Kenner Stormtrooper? I mean, that's kind of cool, but I guess not. I feel like I should just walk away from all the Disney right now before I start finding stuff I don't need, but that I want to pick up, like these what are these called? These things. Munchlings. Munchlings is what those are called. My brain went completely blank there for a second. These are cool. Saw these last time I was out here, but they don't have tags. They're not new. They've been used. Those are really cool, but I think I'm gonna still end up passing on those. If they had tags, I would totally buy the Munchlings for my son, but no, I'm gonna end up passing on those. So, all right, anyway, I think as far as Disney is concerned, it is gonna be a bust. Look at the cool Toy Story toy box, though. That is cool. All right, well, anyway, no Vinylmations, so nothing I need. All right, once again, moving on, this time now into the media, and it looks like they've restocked, definitely, since the last time I've been in here. These shelves are completely filled. I'm seeing a lot more Blu-rays, I'm seeing season sets, I'm seeing all kinds of awesome stuff, including, and maybe I should take this as a good sign, tape heads. How cool is that? When do you ever come across tape heads out in the wild? Like, never. This has a little cameo by Jello Biafra from Dead Kennedys. This is awesome. Such a great movie. I do have this in my collection already. I don't need this, and I don't believe this actually goes for anything. So I'm not even gonna grab this for the store. Kind of a shame, because that's a really, really awesome find. Definitely more obscure. Again, something you don't come across very often. I'm almost half tempted to pick this up just as like a backup copy, just in case something happens to mine, because I believe from the weight of this, yeah, look at that. It's got both discs inside and everything, and they are in minty condition. Oh yeah, definitely in minty condition. That is so cool. But again, I have it. I don't need it, and it doesn't go for anything. So that's a cool find. I'm gonna leave it here for somebody else, though. That's awesome. I'm gonna take that as a sign, though. I'm gonna take that as I'm gonna find something good today. There's a lot of stuff here to look through. There's a lot of media. There's gotta be something here I need. Unfortunately, as far as Blu-rays are concerned, I don't actually see anything I need to pick up. They do have some cool stuff, a lot of awesome Disney titles. Here's Bohemian Rhapsody. That's really cool. There's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I believe this is the signature edition. Yeah, that's cool. But again, I have it. I don't need that. Aladdin, Inside Out, Romeo and Juliet, brand new factory sealed. The Tom Cruise Mummy. I gotta be honest, don't hate me. I kind of like this movie, but I already have it in 4K, so I don't need that. So definitely some cool things up there in the Blu-rays, but not anything I need, unfortunately. Again, things that are awesome, but things I don't need. Seasons 1 and 2 of Heroes on Blu-ray, and they're only asking $4 a piece for these. That is really, really cool, but again, I don't need these. Not a show I ever got into. I tried to get into the show. I watched it. It wasn't my thing. It was okay. It's not that it's bad. It just wasn't a show I ever really got into, and a show I wanted to hold on to. I had all the seasons of this. I had them all in my collection, and then I got rid of them because again, it wasn't a show I ever really got into all that much. Really cool to see, though, the Blu-ray seasons for only $4 a piece. But like I said, I don't need them. I'm going to pass on these. That is really cool, though. $4 a piece for those is such a good deal. For a second, I almost got really excited because I thought this was the Charlotte's Web 2, and the live-action Charlotte's Web triple feature set, but it's not. It's just the Charlotte's Web and live-action Charlotte's Web double feature set. They did come out with one that has all 3 movies. I would totally pick that up if I came across it. I actually did come across it maybe a couple of months ago back in Pennsylvania, and I passed on it, and I really regretted doing that. I should have bought it. If that's what this was, and it was in minty condition for $3, I would absolutely pick it up. But I kind of want the 3-pack. I don't want the 2-pack. So that's cool. I'm gonna end up passing on that, though. And what is this? Green Eggs and Ham? The complete first season? They did a Green Eggs and Ham show? I've never heard of this. Yeah, 2019. I had no idea that they made a show, a Netflix show called Green Eggs and Ham, all about, based on the characters from Green Eggs and Ham. It lasted 2 seasons. I had no idea that was even a thing. I had never heard of this. That's kind of cool and kind of tempting, but I know it's something I'm going to end up not keeping in my collection. it's something I would also have to eventually sit down and watch. And I've got a big enough pile of stuff I have to sit down and watch before I decide as to whether or not it's going into my collection or not going into my collection. So that's really cool. Again, I've never seen this out in the wild before, and I'm gonna end up passing on it. I'm being selective. You know, I'm being good. I say what you will. I say passing on this kind of stuff is me being good because I don't need it. It's not something I need. I know that's not gonna be going into my collection. It's cool, but I don't need it. So I'm gonna pass on it. This, however, I am gonna pick up Power Rangers Super Samurai, the complete season. Now, I already own this. I don't need this for me. I already have this in my collection, but this is out of print, and this goes for a nice chunk of change. So I'm gonna be grabbing this for my Mercari store. That is an awesome, awesome find. That is so cool to come across out in the wild. And all the discs are, yeah, 1, 2, 3. I'm seeing all 3 discs, and they look to be in pretty good condition, smudged up. Somebody got their fingerprints all over these, but other than that, this looks to be completely, oh yeah, that is 100% minty. That is such an awesome, awesome find for I'm guessing like $3 maybe? Okay, yeah, that is cool. So nothing for me thus far, but for the store, I'm absolutely picking this up. This is something I don't have and something I would be tempted to pick up for me. It's Scooby-Doo, The Sword and the Scoob. I've never heard of this movie. I have a lot of these like original Scooby-Doo movies. Some of them are good, some of them not so great. They range, and I've never seen this one. I would pick this up. See if the disc is, ooh, oh god, that's covered in not only cat hair, but it's got scratches and smudges, and that is disgusting. I'm gonna end up passing on that. Oh, I can already smell the cat hair coming off of that. That's disgusting. All right. So many reasons why I'm not going to be buying this. I am intrigued though. Again, I've never seen this movie, and my nose is itching already. This is also something I'd pick up if I didn't already have it on Blu-ray. This is the Rock and Rydell edition of Grease with the really awesome leather jacket. That is really cool. Look at that, T-Birds. How cool of a release is this? Honestly, I'm kind of tempted just to pick it up anyway for like displaying purposes in one of my display cases. I love the T-Birds leather jacket. They did a version with the Pink Ladies jacket as well. That is really, really cool and really, really tempting. Do I need this? I mean, no. What are they asking? $5 for this? Do I need this for $5? Probably not. I'd be really grabbing it just for the cool leather jacket. I guess I don't need it. I'm so tempted, but no. If I buy this, then I have to get the Pink Ladies one too, right? I'd have to get them both. So I really want that, but I don't need it. And let's be realistic here. If I buy this, then I'll want to start buying other collectible packaging and whatnot for other releases. And there's been many, many, many movies out there that have received really cool, awesome collectible packaging. I don't need to go down that road. I've been down that road. It was a fun road when I had the space. I don't have the space anymore, so that's a road I never need to go down again. Again, really cool release, but no. I could, however, pick up a copy of Stuart Little, Stuart Little 2, Stuart Little, Stuart Little 2, or the Stuart Little movie collection with Stuart Little, Stuart Little 2, and Stuart Little 3, Call of the Wild. Pretty good movies. I enjoyed these. I mean, Michael J. Fox, Gina Davis, they're pretty good. But they're movies I saw once, and I was happy to say I saw them once, and they're movies I never watched again and probably never will watch again. Not because they're bad, they're just not movies I really need to sit down and rewatch anytime. So I used to actually have this very set in my collection, and then I got rid of it. So pretty cool, awesome set to see. If I needed this, I would totally pick this up. But again, I used to own it, and I got rid of it. Good movies, but I don't need that. So cool to find out in the wild. But again, something else I just don't need. Okay, but in all seriousness, this is a movie I'm actually really, really interested in. This is Operation Avalanche. It's not a lie if you believe it. Put out by Lionsgate. It says in 1967, during the height of the Cold War, 2 young CIA agents go undercover at NASA to investigate a possible Russian mole. And then it says they discover a cover-up and whatnot. So I guess this is all about like if the moon landing was fake or something. This is really cool. I've not seen this. If the disc is in minty condition, I'm going to pick this up. I'm very intrigued by this movie. Looks like it's pretty good. So if you've seen it, leave a comment down below. Let me know about this movie. I'm going to check the disc. And again, if it's minty, I'm going to pick this up. Oh yeah, that disc was looking quite minty fresh. So I'm buying Operation Avalanche. I'm very curious about this movie. I'm very intrigued by this film. It looks pretty good. So, all right. I'm finding one thing for me thus far. I'm finding one thing for the store thus far. We still have like 2 or so more rows to go through. I'm already pretty happy though with my finds. All right, well, unfortunately, I'm not really finding anything else. Looks like most of the new stuff was put out over here, kind of into the corner area. A few new things, like, again, tape heads thrown into that area, but I'm not really finding anything else I want to pick up over there, unfortunately. But that's okay, because the finds I did find are really, really awesome. Operation Avalanche. I'm really excited to see this movie. In fact, I will probably go home right after this video and immediately watch this. It looks that good. I'm really intrigued. But still, leave your comments down below. I want to hear your thoughts on this. And the Power Rangers, the fact that that goes for so much money and it's out of print, and I already have it, I don't need it. I'm gonna put this on my store. That is awesome. Really, really cool finds. I'm really excited about. So, all right, that is gonna do it for the media section. I don't see any other movies I wanna pick up, but again, I'm okay with that. I'm happy with my finds. Actually, wait a minute. I completely forgot to look through the records, but I'm not really finding anything I wanna pick up. I mean, there's Ray Charles, which is pretty awesome. Some Rod Stewart I'm seeing there. So some interesting things, just not really interesting things I want to pick up for my record collection. They do also have a booklet of CDs here. Some interesting things like Godzilla, Sopranos, Fantasmic, Adam Sandler. That's really, really awesome. Warren G. There's some Tupac in there, some Eminem, Sublime. I mean, this is pretty, actually, you know what? Yeah, Blink-182. Okay. I've looked through this before. I actually looked through this whole entire booklet here at a yard sale just a couple of weeks ago. That's funny. So a local yard sale was actually getting rid of these, and I guess they did not ever sell. So they just brought them here to Goodwill. Yeah, there was nothing I needed then, and there's nothing I need in here now. All right, comments down below. What the heck is this? Like, that's from something, right? I have no idea. Why did I touch this? It's so disgusting. I probably should not have actually touched this. It is so sticky. It is so gross. I don't know what's growing on this, but it's all on my hands now. That is disgusting. I mean, it's too late now. I guess there's no going back. I might as well keep spinning it around. But what is that from? If you know, leave a comment down below. I recognize this. This has got to be from something, right? But I don't know what. That's cool though. I don't know what it is, except for disgusting, but it is neat. You know, at this point, since I apparently just cannot learn to just keep my hands off things and to not touch things in a thrift store that clearly are disgusting. I mean, that thing was covered in whatever. I should never have touched it. You would think by now I would just have some hand sanitizer on me at all times, right? You would think. I don't, but you would think. Every day is good day, good days ahead. What? Why is it not every day is a good day, good days ahead? That is weird. What is that from? I have no idea. They're asking $4 on this. I'm gonna pass on this. That's different. I mean, yes, every day is a good day. You just gotta keep that power of positivity alive, and if you do that, every day can and is and will be a good day. Bad things will happen in your life, but again, just keep that power of positivity alive, and it'll all work out. What a weird sign. Ooh, wow, that's a little faded. I have this hat. I took the bow off, but I have this hat. All right, so diving into all the toys now, and look at the Ron Swanson Parks and Recreation Funko Pop. That is cool. I love Parks and Rec. That was a great show. I don't know if I'd say a big fan of this show, but I was a fan of the show. I had the whole thing on DVD. It's great. I love it. That was great. And Ron Swanson was definitely my favorite of the characters. He was hilarious. That's a really cool. I really like this Funko Pop, but I don't need any more Funko Pops. I very rarely buy those. I will still occasionally buy a Funko Pop here or there if it's something I really want, but I'm very selective now. I don't usually buy Funko Pops. That is cool though, but I'm gonna pass on the Ron Swanson Funko Pop. What I'm really looking for, of course, are Vinylmations, but I'm not seeing any Vinylmations. Usually they're up front. Occasionally there'll be one like over here somewhere. It's a Rocket Raccoon. That's cool. We have this one already though. I believe we have it with the gun and everything. Anyway, occasionally there'll be a Funko Pop. No Funko Pops. There will occasionally be a Vinylmation mixed in here somewhere, but today I'm not seeing any. All right, well, yeah, I went through all the toys, no Vinylmations. The only cool thing is the Ron Swanson Funko Pop. But again, I'm not doing Funko Pop. Well, Very occasionally I'm doing Funko Pops. That one is definitely not, I mean, it's cool, it's awesome. I'm not knocking the Funko Pop. That's an awesome Funko Pop. I just don't want that one. I don't need that one. I'm gonna pass on that one. I'm just gonna keep walking away from the Ron Swanson. You think Ron Swanson, the character, would even want his likeness done in something like a Funko Pop? I'm thinking no. The irony of that is kind of ridiculous. Look at the Care Bear over here though. That's cool. The Wish Bear, that's pretty awesome. They're asking $15 on that. I'm gonna pass on that as well. I don't need a Care Bear, but all right. So unfortunately, no Vinylmations, no other toys I want to pick up. I'm thinking today's just gonna be me grabbing some DVDs here. But again, the DVDs I found are amazing, so I am okay with that. I could just pick up a cool new skateboard. I've already got a skateboard at home. I don't really need this one. I feel like I should start skateboarding more often, right? It's been a while. Clearly I can still do it. I'm actually pretty surprised that the trucks on that skateboard were really tight. I keep my trucks very, very tight on my skateboard. That's how I've always skated. So loose trucks throw me off. I end up wobbling and weebling all over the place. That one, nice tight trucks. For the first times I've ever just jumped on a skateboard, and it felt good. I mean, it's a cheap board. It's a crappy board, but at least it felt good. I need to get back on my board. All right, so I'm thinking we're just about done here at this Goodwill, but of course I have to look behind the counter, and I'm finding some interesting things. That gets up at night. Look at the legs on that thing. That doll absolutely 100% gets up at night and goes on a murdering rampage. That is terrifying. Why would you want something like that in your house? I don't understand. Anyway, I'm not finding any Vinylmations or anything like that, but they do have a pair of mini ears I'm intrigued by. I don't think Danielle has those. I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna find out the price, and if she needs those and they're not too crazy priced, I'll pick those up. All right, guys, so yeah, that's gonna do it for this Goodwill, for the Winter Garden Goodwill, and I ended up getting the ears. Well, I should say Danielle ended up getting the ears. Look at that, $80, $79.99. Now you might be thinking, holy jeez, $79.99, $80 for ears. These are designer Betsy Johnson ears, and they no longer make these. They were a limited time thing, and they go for like $450 now on eBay. So if you're a collector of things like this, $80 for a pair of designer ears that were limited edition and now go for like close to $500 on eBay. Yeah, $80 is a pretty good deal, a heck of a deal. So that's pretty awesome. Danielle's pretty happy that I just found these for $80. That's an awesome deal. And again, the Power Rangers, I got that for $3. That thing goes for like $50+ online. So that's a really cool find. Again, I don't need it. I have it. I'm buying that for the store. That's awesome. And then the really cool, like Apollo 13, whatever space movie, what's it called? Operation Avalanche, right? I think is what it was called. I forget. Anyway, looks like an awesome movie. Very excited about that. Very happy about that. But all right, guys, that is going to do it. So really cool finds. Very happy, but we are done. So after like $90 something now because of these ears, we are done. So as always, guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, check down below for links to Patreon, check down below for links to Spreadshirt. I'd appreciate all that. It really does help out. It keeps these videos going. It keeps us coming out to places like this. So it really does mean a whole heck of a lot to me. So again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And if you do hit that subscribe button or you are subscribed, then I will see you guys in the next video. All right, thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.